Welcome to The Explainer. I am so incredibly excited to take you through this material today because we are about to completely dismantle the one-size-fits-all diet mentality. I mean, have you ever followed a diet to the exact letter, eaten all the quote-unquote right superfoods, and still felt absolutely exhausted? Well, using some truly fascinating scientific sources, we're going to explore the biology of bio-individuality and precision fueling. We're looking at exactly why standard nutrition advice is failing us and how understanding your unique cellular makeup can completely revolutionize your health. Let's get right into it.
Okay, let's dive into this. Recent research out of the Weizmann Institute completely shatters how we think about food. Take person A and person B. They both eat an identical banana, a food we universally accept as healthy, right? Well, person A processes it beautifully. Their blood sugar remains perfectly stable. But person B, they eat the exact same banana and suffer a massive glucose spike, literally equivalent to eating a bowl of pure sugar. Same food, entirely different biological reaction. How on earth is that possible?
Section 1, the healthy food myths. You know, I totally get the sheer frustration of eating perfectly according to the experts, only to experience chronic fatigue, afternoon crashes, or that awful brain fog. It is incredibly demotivating. But here's the thing, the problem isn't your willpower. It's that standardized food pyramids and sweeping diets entirely ignore our unique glycemic responses. Whether it's keto, vegan, or paleo, they're broad strokes that assume every human engine burns fuel exactly the same way. But the true culprit? The gut microbiome. The microscopic bacteria living in your gut are actually in the driver's seat of your metabolism. They dictate exactly how you ferment fibers and how you break down glucose. You aren't just feeding yourself, you're feeding your specific, highly unique bacterial ecosystem. Section 2, what is bio-individuality? And this beautifully illustrates the concept of bio-individuality. It's the biological fact that literally no two people are the same at a cellular level. It's not just a wellness buzzword, it's a foundational biological principle. Your individuality is heavily influenced by a specific combo of your gut microbiome composition, your genetic SNPs, which are single nucleotide polymorphisms, basically those unique little variations in your DNA, and your current stress levels. All of these factors come together to create a metabolic fingerprint that belongs only to you. And because of this bio-individuality, we get these mind-blowing paradigm shifts. A globally recognized superfood like spinach, or a trendy healthy habit like cold plunging, can actually trigger a massive inflammatory response for specific individuals. Think about that. You could be forcing yourself to eat giant salads of spinach every single day, thinking you're doing your body a massive favor, when in reality, your unique cellular makeup is treating it as an absolute enemy. Your superfood might actually be working against you. No way, right? Section 3, hidden dangers, anti-nutrients. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how supposed health foods can actually act as inflammatory trash for people with specific gut imbalances or genetic predispositions. Take oxalates. They're found in heavily praised foods like spinach, almonds, and beets. But for sensitive folks, high oxalates can lead to severe issues like kidney stones, joint pain, and chronic fatigue. Then we have lectins found in nightshades and legumes. For sensitive individuals, lectins can cause leaky gut, leading to systemic autoimmune responses. What does that actually feel like in daily life? It feels like that stubborn, unexplained brain fog you just can't shake. These hidden dangers are often hiding in plain sight right there on our salad plates. Section 4, nutrigenomics, eating for your DNA. So we've established that your gut microbiome determines how you handle certain compounds. Now let's escalate this personalization even further, past the gut all the way down to the absolute fundamental level, your DNA. Nutrigenomics is simply the study of how food affects gene expression. This is where nutrition becomes incredibly precise. This field of study reveals that our genes literally dictate whether a specific compound acts as a healing medicine or a damaging poison in our bodies. So the crucial point is that even your morning routine is written into your genetics. Take the caffeine gene, CYP1A2. Some people carry the gene variant that makes them fast metabolizers. For them, caffeine is fantastic. It actually acts as a heart protector. But if you're a slow metabolizer, consuming that exact same cup of coffee increases your risk of heart attacks and spikes your anxiety. It's the exact same chemical compound, but entirely opposite biological reactions based on a single genetic variation. And bio-individuality doesn't stop at what we eat or drink. It even applies to how we interact with the environment. Take the vitamin D receptor, or VDR. Due to specific genetic variations, it's nearly impossible for some people to absorb adequate vitamin D from sunlight alone. You could literally spend all day at the beach and your body simply won't synthesize what it needs. If you have this genetic variation, you absolutely require specific fat-soluble supplementation to stay healthy. Your genes set the rules. Section 5, your data-driven diet. Let's move to the solution and see how this builds your new playbook. Instead of following the latest guru's trend, you're going to rely on biometric feedback. The process takes 3 steps: elimination, reintroduction, blood glucose monitoring, and heart rate variability, or HRV tracking. Let's break down exactly how you use these tools. These are your precision fueling metrics. First, you remove common irritants, like those oxalates or lectins we talked about, for 30 days. Then you reintroduce them one by one. But you don't just guess, you actively monitor your subjective vitality. Basically, how alive, energetic, and clear-headed do you actually feel? Second, you can use a continuous glucose monitor, a CGM, to see exactly what's happening under the hood. This helps you catch those hidden energy crashes caused by supposedly healthy carbs, just like that banana we talked about at the very beginning. Finally, you track your HRV. This metric shows you exactly how specific meals affect your nervous system's stress response. By using these tools, you stop guessing and start testing. You become the scientist of your own body, optimizing for peak cognitive performance and lifelong longevity. It really all comes down to this quote: true health optimization isn't about following a guru. It's about becoming the scientist of your own body. This is the absolutely vital shift from standard, generalized dieting to what we call sovereign health and precision fueling. It's about empowering yourself with your own data. As we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with a provocative question to consider before your very next meal. If your biology is completely unique, what are your daily healthy foods really doing to your body? Are they fueling you, or are they secretly fighting you? It's time to ditch the dogma, look at your own data, and start your personalized journey toward true precision fueling. Thank you so much for joining us to explore the fascinating world of bioindividuality.